Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
Welcome back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers, and all the folks like, oh, I forgot to turn on my light. Give me a second. I'm feeling something, man. So before we get into the episode, during the intro or the thing, I just slammed a buzz ball just to feel something. I feel like in the future, I know I'm not, when I'm like older and whatever, I'm like I'm a dad or something, I can't pull this crap off, but like now's the time to do it. So I'm feeling spontaneous. I have a laundry list of things to do tomorrow that I want to do, which include editing this. Well, today, technically. Well, it includes, putting this on YouTube and other stuff. So, the thing about this podcast is you can watch this live on. You're watching. Let me actually start at the beginning. You're watching Midnight Raw with me, Michael, where you can watch this live, the Livecast live on twitch.tv/Meltalurk Original. Where you can not only see this happen as it's going on, but you can also watch the after show. It's basically just me editing this and maybe doing something else. It depends on the day. You never know it depends on the week, how I'm feeling. Oh my God, I'm already feeling it. Drink responsibly, but this is a fun idea. But if you miss it, it's fine. It's on Twitch for up to 2 weeks. The whole thing is. But then on YouTube, the whole entire episode is going to be on there, or the edited down slightly, maybe minimally edited versions could be on YouTube. But also, it's on Spotify, as well as my radio show that I used to do back in college, which is just basically the prequel of this, but it's the 5-year anniversary of each episode when they go live. And yeah, I think that's all that has to do with the, starting stuff. Like I have a laundry list of things to do. Like, again, like put this on YouTube or Spotify and YouTube. But like, I also want to try and do some other stuff around the house, but also I gotta edit a video. If you know. Like I gotta do a complete edit. Because there's a lot of things when I filmed it, and now between then and now, it's like, woo. I just felt a spin there. That's not a good sign. I may have fucked up. How much? 15%? No, that's nothing. I'm fine, though. If I do need to get water, I'll get water. And honestly, I'll just extend the episode because that's how this works. It's fine. It's fine. And I decided to take alcohol when I need to do stuff. But it's good because, like, right now for work, we're in a lull period, which is incredible. It allows us to do some cleaning, allows us to do some other stuff, allows us to repair things, to do things that, like when we're having event after event, I don't, if there's an issue like, oh, a certain room is being buggy, we can't fix that when we have another group bookended right after the event that's currently happening. We can't really do anything on that. So we have to like find a fix and keep with it until we can figure out something to do with it, which has been happening quite a bit. There's one specific room that's been real. We don't know. Actually, two rooms that are just being weird. If I'm being completely honest, but I'm getting too deep into it, and I don't want to talk about work a whole lot. But it's weird in that those are the two. Like, actually, no, there's a couple rooms. It depends. There's like 3 issues that I can think of off the top of my head for. I keep thinking of more, but like 2 sound issues. One is a video issue because it doesn't exist apparently, but it is there. I don't really know. It's just not in the network, but we're getting it done. We're trying to fix it, something like that. And then one's a networking issue, but like our system that we have for our audio and visual is dense and hard. And like it's messed up a little bit. It's a little fucked. I'm gonna be just straight up on it. It's a little fucked. Could it be worse? Yeah. But here's the thing. When it works, it works. It works real well. It's so cool. But yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. This is gonna be a fun episode. I'm probably gonna like snap out of it like 45 minutes in and be all right. But honestly, I did kind of need the juice to get into it. I'm closing my eyes. I'm not tired. I'm doing the Bush voice. I'm doing the Trump voice. I'm going to do the Trump voice. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. This episode, hold on. I think it's like 35. 135. Yeah, 135. Episode 135 is going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest thing. It's going to be about games and stuff like that. Or some, I don't really know what it's going to be about. But the numbers on this one, it's going to be big. Speaking of like numbers on like episodes, I was going through the episode recently, and I think it's more telling on like the Spotify end. Actually, no, on both YouTube and Spotify, I think the most visited episode of recent memory, within the past, like, 5-ish, like 5-10 episodes, is the one I announced JoJo, or part 7, when the part 7 was announced. And I don't really know why. I mean, on one hand, I kind of get it because it's going to get the JoJo fans in there. But on the other hand, I don't really know. I mean, I do make JoJo content sometimes, but I don't really. But what sucks now too, because one of my friends that's like also is up to date on the manga, like we can't read it. Fucking sucks. I hate it. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why, but the site that we use doesn't have it anymore. Or it has the previous part, but the one that's currently happening, JoJo Lands, yeah, it just has the last chapter. Only the last chapter. Because like apparently Japan's going like crazy on their what's it called? There's restrictions or trying to what's the term? I can't remember. Like trying to crack down on like, I don't want to say piracy, but like, yeah, at the same time, that's kind of the right term. Like, I can't read the English translation of JoJo without having to go onto a pirated site. That's just how it is. Like, as of right now, literally, part 7, volume 1 just came out. Like, bruh. There's 2 parts. There's 2 more parts you have to print. Yeah, that's not going to happen for a long time. Yeah, no. I haven't thought about, like, getting a whole collection yet. But it's crazy some of the stuff that, like, I think part 4 is contained within 9 volumes, which is crazy. If I'm not wrong, I think it's like 9 volumes. Well, even like some, man, I don't want to talk about JoJo's all the time, but you know, that gets the views. If people like it, that's the thing that gets it. Because like, I don't know what it is about it. I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I have the Joestar birthmark tattoo. Like, honestly, this has definitely aged well. Like, I know there's a little like spot on this that's a little, you know, lighter because I had like a mole or something, pimple, like there, but it adds character, so I think it's fine. Like, it's aged pretty well. Like, I could get it like touched up, and I know that the place I got it at, it's like, hey, you can get a, I can get a free touch up, but I don't want to get it touched up. It looks fine. Plus, I don't want another situation where like I have the like the band-aid or the band-aid on it, and then I'm like trying to like get the, I don't want to be gross, but get the pus out and have it leak all over my back again. I just remember sitting here. It was like a freaking like boom, like a water bed. It was like touching a water bed, and it just like boom, boom, like it was weird. And then all of a sudden, whoosh, down my entire back, soaked. Like, I tried to like go to clean it up or anything, nothing on the chair, just solely on my back. I'm like, what the fuck? It was so weird. I like feel that it was dry. I don't know what was going on. It was crazy. But yeah, I should also keep sort of hydrated. Because that alcohol is in full effect. And I'm turning red. There we go. Ooh, I self-corrected. Probably too much. Too much. Too much. All right, yeah, it's fine. Honestly, I don't know why the white balance is just so. Not the white balance, the temperature. The temperature is so messed up. It's the camera itself doing that. I'm more than certain that it's the camera doing that. I think that's another thing to add to the laundry list of things I need to do. Because one thing I want to do, the basement has like a lot of things in it. I kind of want to sort it out and make it livable. I mean, the way that it is, there's just a bunch of furniture down there that just needs to be moved around and whatever. Like, once I get that figured out and where it's going to be ending up, it's going to be pretty sick. Because it's right next to a huge plasma TV. Okay. So we have a huge plasma TV that we got in like, I want to say 2012, no, 2010, 2012. It's around that period. Or it could be before, probably before. Like 2010 is probably around the time. And plasma TVs were kind of going out of style, but also not, because their picture is very good. But the one that we have is like huge. It's massive. Like the low taper fade, it's massive. I haven't measured it recently, but it's like, I want to say 65 inch, maybe? Or in my family's house. And we've had this thing for years. We've had multiple like sleepovers, parties down there, things like that. That thing is so cool. Great to watch TV. I remember, actually, yeah, that's a good topic to talk about tonight. God damn. I haven't talked about the basement. Huh. I've never talked about the basement. But no, I want to keep it a little bit quiet because my parents are going to be gone. Yeah, I live with my parents right now, so what? Who gives a crap? Honestly, in this economy, like, I could go for an apartment / buy a house, like, but not right now. My credit's good though. My credit is not bad. And even with my good credit too, like I have decent credit. Like I want to say now probably in the 700s, which I could be higher. But like also at the same time, it's like to buy a house, you probably need like 800, which is bullshit. My buying power is pretty decent. Even with the car that I got this year, it's like, what? The rates that I got for the interest rates were just like, huh? But I got pretty good decent rate for my car for interest. It's not bad. Like I'm paying at like a 5-year what I'm doing because like I'm living with my parents because it saves a lot of money. But that goes to things like, again, my car. And what that does, I'm doing like a 5-year lease or 5-year, payment thing on it. And that's going to be kind of at the way that I'm going very aggressive at it. So it's probably going to be like a 2-year thing. Probably going to be a 2-year thing. It's only been like probably 4 months since I've had it, and I've already paid off like 10% now. That's pretty damn good. Like incredibly good. Once it gets to like the holidays, I'm not going to spend as much, and I have a lot of like over things to like with their payments so it lines up right. So I think I'm probably not going to do as much when it gets to November, December. Maybe put like I don't know, like $50 a week. But right now I'm doing like 100, 200 depending on the week. If I'm like paying other stuff, like I'm still paying off my student loan debts, even though technically kind of I can hold off. It's a little weird. Because I know FAFSA was like being something about FAFSA. There was something in the news about I want to say half a month ago, a couple weeks ago, that like something for, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something weird with FAFSA or like governments or loan distribution things were being weird about money and stuff like that, and I don't know. And I think that's probably why, like, I don't have to currently pay anything, even though I'm doing like what I was doing beforehand, which like I want to get it done. And the faster I get it done, the better. But yeah. But when I was in college, I didn't do it because like one, there was like kind of actually when I got out of college, when I was living alone in my apartment, I didn't do it because like if I did, I would have been flat broke within like 6 months. By the time that I left there, if I would have been paying, I would have been flat broke within 6 months. No joke. At the rate I was getting paid at, and yeah, man, I would have been broke. I was still getting money though, which is weird with my taxes. But yeah, drink to that. I'm not even going to talk about my payment because I don't want to do that. I'm starting to get over it. Get over the beer. Well, I do feel the buzz. I'm already over it. I chugged that shit as fast as I could because, like, again, drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. But I didn't know how long I would have or how long this would take to get done because of the apparatus, of a can. I'm like, I could probably get it done before the intro, but I don't know how long in the thing I want to be doing that because like I want to be able to prep and ready to go because I need to get the audio started. I got to get the scene ready in OBS. But I chug that shit fast. I like Badlands chugs kind of fast. But back to the original topic. I was talking about the basement. right? Yeah, I was talking about the basement. I don't know how I got to loan debts. Oh, yeah. Also, my couch that I was using in my apartment down there. So I want to make it livable down there so I can like have people over. Like I remember about November, I visited one of my streamer friends, Tartizzle, visited his home, and we had a bunch of people over and did that, and that would be fun to have a bunch of people over for like a night and just hang out and things like just do that. Have a couple of drinks, not get too drunk because that was probably the most drunk I've not the most drunk, but the most I've drank is at his house. That was crazy. But a story that I've already told, so go to that episode of when it is. It's probably closer to late November, early December, if you want to get about a range of when that was. I think I might have talked to when my girlfriend was here, Lovey. One of those episodes, I'm pretty sure we talked about it. The first one, not the second one. Although the second one we might have. I'm not sure. What else? Oh yeah. So like we have the plasma screen down there. And we got the story about that one, I think we were getting a Blu-ray player off of Craigslist. And we were just getting the Blu-ray player off of Craigslist. And we get to this guy's house, and this guy was like getting divorced or in the process of getting divorced, and I can't remember exactly where it is, and I don't want to say they were a rich area, I think. They were in a rich area, and and we just went to go get the what's it called, the Blu-ray player, and while we were there, he was watching like Quantum Solstice with the first one with and what's his name, with Daniel Craig as James Bond, and what was it? He was like, yeah, I'm getting divorced, blah, 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 blah. Do you want to take this TV as well? And we're like, shit. All right. So we loaded it up into our van, and hold on. I gotta do something in chat. Like, brother, calm down. Calm down. All right. So anyways, back to the story. So we got it. We loaded it into our van, and then it was a pretty big TV. It was like I want to say 65, maybe 70, which even at the time is huge, massive, like the low taper fade, as I said before. And I was like riding in the car. I think it was just me and my dad, maybe one other person. I don't remember. But I remember trying to keep the TV stable because we had our van at I already said the van, but like it was fitting enough that it could, like it was kind of peeking into the front seat, but still enough room that it could, slide back and forth. And it's like, so I kind of had to do like, let's just say I was hiding from the cops. Oh man, that brings up so many stories too. In that same van, I got a concussion. I was sitting in the back seat. I was strapped to the freaking nines. And somebody, I don't know who, like nudged into our car. They had like a pickup truck. I remember a black pickup truck, and they nudged into the back of the van and like dented the driver's side bumper just a tiny bit, the tiniest bit. And I just remember sitting in the back, just like lying down, just like as my dad was confronting the person who, bumped our car. It was bad. It was like, I did not want to be there. Moral of that story, we were lucky because like it was a sizable dent in the little back bumper. It was not like, it was small enough to like, it's not like it's going to ruin the car, but it was big enough that it was like, you could see it. Like you would know it was dented. Somebody did it. And even like by the time that we got rid of it, it was still there. Like you couldn't fix it. It was a dent. Or the casing exterior dent. But the moral of the story is, if you can find a local repair guy that's just, doing, house calls for cheap, take that. I know a lot of my current coworkers have a guy, or a couple of my coworkers have a guy that like does, auto repairs for pretty cheap. I know one of them was like getting it was it this week or last week? I think it was last week, because there was like there was like a tornado like warning in our area, and he was getting his car done, like kind of done, but also like picking it up, and they were gone when it was going on. It was crazy. But again, because I am basically fucking weather report from, again, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that shit didn't fucking happen, because I moved the fucking weather. I made that shit part like the Red Seas. I swear to God, it happens every time. I wish I was kidding. I wish to say that I was crazy. I am, but I'm also not wrong. Because I'm like, I saw, like, we were getting warnings on our phones, and I'm like, all right, this is enough. Walked kind of outside to the our pre-function area where people were not worried about it. For like, we had an event going on like that was taking up multiple spaces. People were not worried about it. They were just like minding their own business. It's like, you guys know that there's like a tornado watch / warning right now, and it's piss pouring. You guys know that, right? But no, there was like, it's all right. But I just walked out there, and I shit you not, moments later, gone. That warning, every time. I'm not saying that, what is it? Correlation is not causation, but it's happened enough times. But what was I on? Okay, basement stuff. So like this plasma screen TV. I cannot get back to this plasma screen TV. I swear to God. I'm going to go to Magic Cards before I go to the plasma screen TV. Speaking of which, I should probably go to the Magic Cards. Get off of it. But no. I kind of want to finish the story. It's a good TV. I think it still has, it needs a rare part now. I think we have an extra one, but like it's a rare lamp because it's a plasma, and just so that the image works. And it's really cool though. When it's working, it's so nice. It's a good TV. It's probably not like top of the line anymore, especially now in the year of our Lord and Savior 2025. It's probably not great, but man, is it a good TV. I love it. Anyways, let's get to the magic cards. I got my last 3 packs of Tarkir Dragonstorm they have right now. I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I swear to God, I have no idea. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because, like, around the corner, Final Fantasy is coming, but also at the same time, I don't want to have to buy more packs, because this is like the 3rd box. I think. Or is it the 2nd? No, it's the 2nd. I was thinking of buying a 3rd anyway. Wait, no. This is the 3rd. I don't even know. Shit. Maybe I do know in a past real quick and get back to the episode. You know, again, if I do ever, and this is a drunk thought, if I do ever get sponsored, this segment kind of goes away and that gets taken over by the ads. That's what I had in mind. But even so, I've had a lot of good moments while doing this that I just keep this in. And I think I can probably talk over what I'm doing. Because right now I'm opening the packs. And yeah. I have been building quite a few decks though recently. It just got finished with one, fixed a couple. I'm already working on way too many. I have 28, I want to say, probably 27, 28 that I'm currently working on, and I have 44 or 45 decks done. So yeah, that's not good. I have an addiction. Okay, so left pack. We're going to get through the commons because I could go through all of them, but then we'll be here all night, and I don't want to do that. So we got a Mystic Monastery for the uncommons. Gurmag Rakshasa. They actually changed it to, because Cat Demon is technically what it is, but because Rakshasas are shapeshifters, they should kind of make these demon shapeshifters, because that is technically correct, more correct than what it is right now. But they have a more cat-like appearance. Fun fact. Or I don't know the exact Hindu whatever, or whatever the what's the region? Southeast Asia? But I'm not saying the Middle East, but southern Asia, technically Southern Asia. It's not Southwest, because that would be more Vietnam, right? I don't know. But in that region, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, I could talk a lot about that, but especially now. Oh my God. But I guess it resolved itself. So anyways, back to the pack. So Disruptive Stormbrood, Dragonstorm Forecaster, Sage of the Skies. When you cast a spell, and this is rare, when you cast a spell, if you cast another spell this turn, copy this spell? Oh, okay. It's got flying and lifelink. Okay. It's not bad. And the foil is a synchronized charge, which is uncommon. So, okay. I'm fine with that. Chill. Pack 2. Let's go to right here. Oh, we got another Rakshasa. Another Disruptive Stormbrew. Another Dragonstorm Forecaster. What the fuck? The uncommons are literally exactly the same. Jeskai Monument. But that's different. And then the rare, we got Sibrig Ceremony. Oh, and it's an altar. Creatures you control cost you less whenever a creature you control enters. If you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. I'm trying to think of like what that would go good with. I don't really. I mean, there is worm coil serpent, but that's like that is an infinite. If you can cast it from the graveyard, that is an infinite. But there's not a lot of creatures that you can do that with. Foil is a Sargu. I don't even care. Oh, but we got an art card. Oh, look at that shit. That's a cool ass dragon. What is this dragon? Magnetic Hellkite. Okay. And last pack. If these two mean anything, this one better be freaking loaded. Although last week was loaded, but I need an Ugin, damn it. A miraculous. That's what I'm looking for. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, maybe went too far? Yeah, no, it didn't. So we got Marshal of the Lost. We got a River Reel Sweep. Rite of Renewal. We got an altar coming. Or the cool dragon one. We got a Storm Shriek Feral. It's a common, so whatever. The rare, we got the Great Arashan City. Womp womp. Fail. And then we got a Shock Brigade. Foil Shock Brigade. And then a foil Jungle Hollow. Womp womp. Oh well. But honestly, I've gotten two, what's it called? Maybe three. Two. Mox Ambers or Mox Jaspers, which is the dragon one. Ugh. Man. So anyways. Where was I? So I was talking about the basement. So, oh my god, I have so many basement stories. I think I've already told one that's like, I don't want to say it's cancelable, but like other people doing it, so like I don't care. So for warning, other people were doing it, and it's also my birthday, so I don't know who mentioned it or who made it happen, but we had like a weird like runway thing, like a fashion show runway, but we would like strip. Yeah, it is really gay. If you're thinking that it's gay, yeah, it's really gay. I'm gonna be flat out honest. Yeah. I just remember sleeping in a box like passing out a couple of times, like once in a box. Completely nude. I don't remember how or why. That's one of those memories that I'm trying to like put into a thing. I just remember sleeping in a box for some reason at my own party. I don't know how. Like, I don't remember why. I just remember that happened. That was crazy. Also, we cursed the house. That was a thing. I've already told that story before. I know I have told that story before, but to keep it short, so there was this game like Cat Scratch where basically you had someone on the ground, eyes closed, someone else would be rubbing their temples and telling the story, and just randomly they would say Cat Scratch, and then you look at the person's back, and the person that's like laying down on the ground would sit up, and if they had like claw marks on their back, you would run, and it was basically like tag. It was like a weird haunted tag. But if you didn't have it, you were fine. But I think we did it enough that we did haunt the house, like seriously haunt the house for a while. Like I think the second time of two that we had like a sleepover, there was an instance where we thought my sister would, and I think she had a friend over or something like that, whereas like trying to prank us by like sitting outside of the window and trying to spook us like a ghost. But there was legit a ghost outside. It was, I only heard of it. I didn't see it, but it, like, the fact that it happened was freaky. But yeah, our house kind of is haunted, but also at the same time not as bad as it was before. I mean, like very rarely now, obviously you have like an instance of like, oh, something, like a door being slightly closed more or whatever. Like minor hauntings. But it's really gone away. I think it moved over to the store when I was working at Pizza Ranch. A lot of those hauntings happened there. We named the ghost Charles for some reason there. But there was quite a few instances where like, oh, we had a can of like, I don't think this happened exactly, but like we'd have a can of sauce just on a table, like a stable table, like, it was not going anywhere. And just for some reason, it falls off. No one's there. We've had that happen. Like something of that caliber. But that store's closed and probably it's happening more and more and more. So whoever gets that store, oops. That's probably where that's probably why the house isn't as haunted as it is anymore. And I don't like, I kind of believe in spirits, but also at the same time, it's like, I don't fuck with it. I don't mess with it. But like also at the same time, shit happens. I think a little bit of it, sound fucking stupid and go into weird conspiracies right before I do it. Stand shit. I do remember when I was at the store one time, we were having like tornado sirens going off. Walk outside, say no. Walk back in, the sirens died. The storm directed itself like last second. Went north. I'm like, man, correlation is not causation, but like hell, it happened enough times. I'm saying that it's true. I've had way too many instances of that shit. Check that off the bingo thing. The bingo board, me talking about having a stand. God damn. What's another thing that another one. I'm pretty sure I've already told this story before. Check that off the bingo list. Yeah, off your bingo board. I should make that a thing. Like, if you have that, check it off a bingo board. I think one of the things, like if I had a bingo thing, I think those two things, me pulling a crazy sick card, like I would have to say it is a crazy sick card, like a mythic, like an actual worthwhile card. You kind of have to check it. But like last week, I pulled like a $16 card out of it. I mean, between the 3 packs, it's not bad, but in itself, it is a good card and good pack. Or $12. I can't remember exactly the price of the card. But the last pack, I was like, oh, this is pretty good. So yeah, that would count for one. So like me pulling a very good hit out of a pack, like $10 plus is a good hit. What's another one? What is another one? I can't think of anything right now. I like wiped myself. One should be like, I don't know. I don't have much to talk about, but then I do have stuff to talk about. And then I think another one should be like at the end of the episode, be like, man, I have another story to tell, even though technically I don't have time. That should be another one. That should be another one. I should make that, right? Like, make a list of like, I don't want to say 75. 75 is way too much. Way too much. But like 50. I can come up with like a good, well, 25 is not enough. But 50, more than 50 maybe? I don't know how much that would have to be. Because there's a whole list. Me taking a second to read off a chat that I don't read off. I definitely did that tonight. Like, and it was asking about P. Diddy. It's like, dude, why? Why are you coming in hot with that? Like, the dude's gonna go to jail. Like, he's done it. Like, he did shit that he shouldn't have done and is jail worthy. He knows he's going to jail. Like, there's no, like, let's not make fun of it. Like, this is not, like, there are serious things that have happened from that. As much as it's funny to talk about, to joke about it, not on, like, there's a time and a place. You don't just come out swinging. I'm not even going to hold the person to it. It's like, hey, watch it. Me pulling a stupid stunt that doesn't work out correctly. Me drinking alcohol. That one's a rare one. If you get it, that one's like one of those spots on a bingo chart, you know, when the end's kind of right next to the free space. It's one of those spaces. Because, like, you can get, like, straight across or diagonal. I feel like diagonal is easier, or even up and down. Like, lateral, vertical. Horizontal, vertical. Or like a, cross, diagonal. But like getting it through there is not, ideal. Oh man, I have stuff. Like, I came into this episode, you know what? This buzzball did do its work. The buzzball is carrying me through this episode. This was a good idea. I can't believe it was. Also, is mango chili or chili mango? This is carrying me. This is hard carrying this episode. Sponsored by Buzzballs. It is a woman whatever led company. So hell yeah, we support women led businesses. Another women led business, that alcohol business that I don't get to support as much just because I don't live in the state that it comes from, Muddy Cow. We know, not Muddy Cow, Spotted Cow. Like, I've only gotten their beer once, and it was when I was like just able to drink, like maybe 22 at most, and I kind of like kind of didn't really get into it, but like I think now I'd probably be into it. But also too, it's cheap beer, but also it's good cheap beer. So, and you can, like, I remember when I was dating my girlfriend that lived in like Green Bay, that area, like I remember going like to some holidays, and there's just like, you walk in the door, boom, there's a huge like display of Spotted Cow. Like, what the fuck? There's a reason why Wisconsin is the number one drunkest state in the U.S. There's a reason. I'm pretty sure somewhere. Then again, I can't stress this shit enough. Drink responsibly. If you can, sure, but also know when and when. Know your limits. Know when and if you can. Like, again, like for women, if you're pregnant, you shouldn't be drinking alcohol. Or if you have a condition that whatever, or, you're on probation or some sort of shit like that. Know your limits. Don't be stupid. Drink responsibly. Or don't drink. Hell, I have 2 coworkers that went off the sauce long time ago. Well, one of them, like, he has the it's a thing at like, I think at like metal bands started doing, was like at concerts you get like an X on your hand. That means like, oh, they shouldn't be drinking. But there's been a scene, because there's been so many alcohol related deaths, stuff like drug related deaths, that some band, hardcore metal people have been putting X's on their, like tattooing X's on their hands so they know to not drink. And one of our guys has that tattoo, and it's very cool. It's very cool. It's very reprimandable, or it's very honorable to stay, sober like that. Like, I'm not much of a drinker as it is. Like, when I do drink, I drink. But also at the same time, I don't care to drink all the time. I know my responsibilities. Like, I definitely know in my family history, kind of mainly from my dad, and there might be something on my mom's side that, whatever, I'm not going to get into it. They know how to drink. I responsibly. And plus I'm young. That's a lot of the times when it happens too. It's hard to, like, that's a very serious thing. Is that a tough thing? Cause like in like college too, you can't tell when someone's, had too much to drink. You can't tell when someone's an alcoholic because you don't have the experience. I can't remember what podcast I think it was like a super mega one. I think it was. But like, you don't have the experience to know when someone is an alcoholic or they're on the verge or they need to stop. You don't have that experience. You don't know how to deal with that sort of thing. And you don't know, as the person doing it, you don't know as well as what's your limit, when you should stop and things like that, and how to be responsible with it. You don't have those experiences. Older you kind of do, but again, alcohol, it can be a trigger. You can be sober for a long time and all of a sudden you fall back in the hole. Yeah. That's why I don't do it. I don't care for the taste of alcohol too much. Like, obviously, like, I've had the thing, it's like, oh, when I was super young, oh, do you want to try this? Okay. It's nasty. Yep. So don't do it. I remember when that happened too. Well, not the like date, but I remember where it happened too, and I remember how it happened. Damn. But I was like, oh yeah, I think it was like my uncle had the beer for some reason. My dad's like, oh yeah, do it. My dad was the one to egg me on. I did it. I'm like, okay, drink a little bit. I'm like, oh, this tastes like piss. He's like, yeah. And it's kind of like a backwards way of being like, yeah, don't drink. And like, now being responsible to what it means, adult. I don't drink often. I maybe drink like a beer or two, if that. Like, if that. Like, if I'm partying with friends, I'll drink more. I won't get blackout drunk. I've only gotten blackout drunk, and I've already told the story before. Kind of not blackout, because I knew exactly what was happening the entire time. I just knew when I was done vomiting, I needed to go to sleep, and I did. on the bathroom floor. Because just in case. I knew I needed to rest it off. But yeah, no. I know, hey, I should probably stop. But also at the same time, yeah. That's a good point to kind of slow it down. Yeah, I'm not a huge drinker. But it definitely does open me up. I'm more introverted. It also depends on the situation too, because like I've definitely like, no, I'm more introverted until you get me going. Like if I'm in a conversation, I'll keep it going. But like, if I don't have to, I won't have to. But yeah. Oh, and jeez, like one of the like, I'm trying. Kind of a part of the thing I'm trying to get over, but also kind of like getting annoyed by, is like someone talking over another person. I know at like work meetings, that's a pretty easy thing to do because, you know, we just have our bosses like talk and like other people like are talking. It's like kind of like, oh, we got to keep a mental note when to know the talk, but then by the time you get the mental note, or someone else is already talking. Knowing when to talk, but also it's like I get very annoyed when people do that and derail things. One of the like actual play podcasts that I listened to just released an episode the other day, and I swear to God, one player can't stop fucking talking. It's like, dude, you're not the most important player here. There are literally 4 other people on this podcast. You need to shut up. For God's sakes. You're not the main character. It's like, shut up. And one of the other players kind of used to be that person, but their character currently like is sort of, they put a kind of like a crutch on themselves, which is like a good thing. Like, hey, I shouldn't be talking as much with this character, as opposed to a character that they had earlier in the same season who was talkative, but now they're dead, and now they have like one that doesn't talk as much. I could say exactly what show I'm talking about, but yeah, they kind of although I'll give it a little hint. They kind of revolutionized the idea of a previously on, and they do it every other week, and they're always good. If anything else, they do a previously on better than any other podcast, any other like actual play podcast that I've listened to. Like any other. Because they don't do like, oh, previously on recap events. No. They do like a little sketch and stuff like that. And they've done like full ass songs. And it's hilarious. So that's a hint. If you know, you know. Also, another thing, even though I should probably be wrapping it up, I've been playing I literally just started playing Claire Obscura Expedition 33. I'm only on chapter 1 because I just started. It's just it's a modern day, just imagine Mario RPG. Like, you got timing and stuff for dodges and, you know, to block. For like the blocking aspects, it's more about the timing. Like that kind of like tactical RPG. But it's like kind of like a weird, trying to like, I think the best way is like French Zendikar. Taking some magic stuff. Zendikar's like, oh, like this landscape that's so fucked up by like otherworldly beings and stuff like that, but it's also like very beautiful and magical at the same time. The graphics on it runs on like Unreal Engine 5. It surprisingly runs well. I would do it for the after show, but I feel like it would turn my computer into a bomb. Like, it would turn my it would make my computer run so hot, and plus it would never make my since I'm like rendering a video and I'm streaming, that kind of makes it slower. So something's got to give. But even though I've played like maybe 2 hours at most, fun game. God damn, it is fun. I like those kinds of games, like Super Mario RPG. Legend of the Seven Stars, I think it is. I think they do it. I can't speak completely yet because like it's a narrative, kind of narrative heavy, but also kind of. But Mario RPG introduces characters slow. You don't get a full party of 3 until like maybe 2-3 hours in, and that's a party of 3. And then you don't get characters until you get the stars, start getting stars, and even then you got to like figure out which one do you want to put in, which one do you want to put out. You can't take out Mario, but you got to put out other characters. Oh man, it is a fun game. You get like Gino, you got Mallow, you got fucking Peach, Bowser. I think that's the whole cast. Oh man, that game is so fun. I have it on like if I'm being okay, another story. Like I've played it on the SNES Mini, which, if I'm being technical, should be owned by my ex, but I have a lot of her stuff because of some moving things. Like, if she ever comes back for them, I'm like, shit, dog, I'll give them. But also at the same time, it's like, some of it I actually did buy. Like, I have her SNES, I think. Like, I want to give that back. There's some things like I do not want. Like, her actual SNES, I'm pretty sure, I want to say I gave it back to her, but I don't think I have. And I just have it for some reason. I don't want it. It's hers. It should be hers. Or her sister's. I don't really know. But that's besides the point. I need to wrap this episode up. It's already passed. So if you want to watch this live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltedOriginal, all one word, where you can not only watch this happen live, you can watch this happen as it goes on. You can interact in the chat and make things change in this episode. I honestly don't know what this episode is going to be called. So suggestions are probably good. Especially for things like this. And I don't know what to call them. Please. Because I went all over the map. Excuse me. And you can watch the after show. I think I mentioned that. And it's all unedited live. It's on Twitch for up to 2 weeks. So if you miss it, it's fine. Miss the airing of it or premiere live, whatever, it's fine. But once it's gone, it's gone. But the edited episodes, only the edited episodes, not the live, not the after show, but the edited episodes are on YouTube and Spotify. Spotify's up to starting at episode 100 because I don't want to have to upload all 99 episodes of the podcast before it, which it's a real pain in the ass. But we're at 135, so we're pretty good. We're at 135. That's fine. I can't think of anything else. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Grains for the use of the song Used to It Off on the call. They're going to be putting out another music video before they're going to be putting out the one that I'm in, which I thought was going to be the one that was going to happen next, but apparently they're putting out another one. The one, it's going to be out not technically tomorrow, as of this when this is airing or when this is happening. It'll be out tomorrow on Friday, the 23rd of. It's gonna be sometime. The song from their latest album, "In the Mirror." So that one's good, and that is off of their album, "Come What May." And honestly, God damn, I love that album too. God damn it. I kind of don't like how it. I like how they transition in the songs, like the last two songs. Like the last two songs transition into one another. The title track and the last song. I just feel like it shouldn't be the last song. But that's beside that's me personally saying that, and I don't think they should change it though. Like it's good. It's good. It's a good album. I think their lows are definitely a lot flattened compared to their highs. So like it's not as like low as compared to their highs, which like or like the average. It's not as low as some of the ones on the previous album, on their first album. So, but when they're really good, you know it's a really good song. Like In the Mirror, that one's not a bad one. Come What May is simple, but also incredible. I'll say that. And then the one I'm gonna be in, that was a freaking banger. That one's a club banger. But yeah, I should wrap this up. I should be done. It's been 5 minutes. Thank you guys for listening, watching, do what you other do. But if you want to watch some more stuff, you can watch the after show, which is happening after this, only on when I'm doing this live. And, you know, if you're watching it for up to 2 weeks on Twitch. So, hey, yeah. But as I look at the time, holy crap, it's not midnight here anymore. But it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.
We're just when I needed you. I see from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go. When I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.